imagine this. You could reduce your blood pressure by, what, 11 points in just 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Or how about cutting your risk of heart attack by 24%, stroke by 18%?
Yeah, those are big numbers.
Huge numbers. And you'd think, okay, that's gotta be some new drug, right?
You think so?
But what if I told you these, really profound health shifts don't come from a pill? They come from your grocery store.
Right, from food, everyday food.
Exactly. We're talking about food. So on this deep dive, our mission is to explore the DSH diet, that's Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension.
Right.
And specifically how it works for those of you over 60. We'll unpack the science, look at how you actually do it, and uncover some, well, really surprising benefits beyond just blood pressure.
Precisely. And the sources we're looking at, they offer much more than just, another list of things you can't eat. It's really a comprehensive roadmap. It's scientifically validated, and it has genuinely revolutionized the health for a lot of seniors. It's an approach that just yields extraordinary results.
Okay, let's unpack these claims then. Because honestly, an 11-point drop in blood pressure in 2 weeks, that sounds almost too good to be true.
It does sound dramatic.
It's a huge change, not just a little tweak. And slashing heart attack and stroke risk by those percentages, that's genuinely life-changing stuff. But you know me, I always want to know about the science. Is this solid?
Oh, absolutely. And what's really fascinating here is DAH isn't some, overnight fad.
Okay.
It's built on over 30 years of rigorous scientific research. We're talking funding from the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute. So this isn't a celebrity diet plan.
Hey, it's got serious backing.
It really does. The original DAH study itself involved 459 adults, and the results were so dramatic, researchers apparently double-checked their numbers.
Really?
Yeah. They saw an average systolic drop, that's the top number, of 11.4 points, and the diastolic, the bottom number, down 5.5 points. And this was in just 14 days.
Wow, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. I mean, to put that in perspective, that kind of drop is comparable to what you might see from some prescription blood pressure medications.
Okay, wow. That puts it into a whole new light. And to make that science feel really real, our sources mention Margaret's story. She's a 67-year-old retired teacher.
Right, I remember reading about her.
Yeah, she started with really alarming readings, 180 over 110, and understandably very worried.
Oh, absolutely.
But then, just 8 weeks later, using only the DAH diet, no new meds, no crazy overhaul, her pressure was down to 135 over 85.
That's incredible, just through food.
Just through food. It really shows the power, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, a tangible transformation.
So we know why it works in terms of the result, but let's get into the how. What are the sort of core nutritional pillars here? What makes it tick?
Okay, well, first up, the sources highlight what they call the potassium power play. And this is quite surprising, actually.
Okay.
Most seniors only get about half the potassium they really need each day.
Half.
Yeah, it's a big shortfall. And potassium is crucial because it actively helps your kidneys flush out excess sodium.
Okay, so it counteracts the sodium.
Exactly. And sodium, as we know, is often a major driver of high blood pressure. So foods like bananas, spinach, especially spinach,
Yeah.
huge amounts of sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
They're packed with potassium.
Hundreds of milligrams per serving, right?
Easily. So when you consistently eat these, your body's fluid balance improves and your blood vessel walls actually relax. Blood flows more freely.
Interesting. Okay, so potassium is number one. What's next?
Next is magnesium magic. Now this is a nutrient that honestly doesn't get enough attention. Magnesium deficiency affects up to 50% of adults over 60. And it's directly linked to high blood pressure.
60%, that's huge.
It is. And magnesium works almost like nature's own calcium channel blocker.
Okay, explain that a bit.
Well, think of calcium signaling your blood vessel muscles to contract. Magnesium kind of gets in the way, gently blocking some calcium from entering those cells.
So the vessels relax.
Exactly. They relax, they widen, pressure naturally goes down. But magnesium does way more. It's involved in like 300 different enzyme systems in the body. Nerve function, muscle function, blood sugar control.
So it's not just blood pressure.
Not at all. And when people boost their magnesium with DASH foods, things like almonds, black beans, whole grains, they often report feeling calmer, sleeping better. It has this systemic calming effect.
That's a nice bonus.
Definitely. And then there's the calcium connection.
Right, usually we think bones.
We do, but the sources make it clear. Calcium is also vital for regulating blood pressure. It helps the whole cardiovascular system work properly.
So where do we get that in DAH?
Low-fat dairy is a big one. Leafy greens, fortified foods too. The plan usually aims for 2-3 servings of low-fat dairy daily, getting you around 1,000 milligrams of calcium. That helps those blood vessels contract and relax just right.
Okay, so potassium, magnesium, calcium, these key minerals. But the sources also mention something about why DAH is maybe even more important as we age.
Yeah, that's a really crucial point. As we get older, our bodies just, well, they become less efficient at processing sodium. And we tend to become more sensitive to blood pressure fluctuations. So traditional low-sodium diets, they often focus on restriction, what you can't have.
Right, which can feel like deprivation.
Exactly. DAH flips that completely. It's about abundance, filling your plate with colorful veggies, fruits, lean proteins, whole grains. And when you do that, you naturally crowd out the processed high-sodium stuff.
So you're focusing on adding the good stuff, not just taking away the bad.
Precisely. And connecting this to the bigger picture, there's a more recent, really revolutionary discovery the sources highlight.
Oh, what's that?
It's about inflammation. DAH doesn't just lower blood pressure by handling sodium, it actively reduces chronic inflammation throughout the body.
Ah, inflammation. We hear so much about that being a problem.
It really is, especially as we age. It damages blood vessels over time. But the antioxidant-rich foods in DAH, berries, leafy greens, nuts, they directly combat these inflammatory processes.
Is there proof of that? Like studies?
Yes, absolutely. They cite a 2023 study in the Journal of Nutrition. Seniors following DAH for 12 weeks showed significant drops in C-reactive protein.
Which is a key inflammation marker, right?
Exactly. So it's cooling down that internal inflammation.
Okay, so this is clearly doing a lot more than just targeting blood pressure numbers. What were some of the maybe unexpected benefits people reported? Things you wouldn't normally link to a hypertension diet.
That's a great point, because the bonus of benefits are pretty impressive. People consistently talk about sharper mental clarity.
Brain fog lifting.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Likely thanks to omega-3s from fish and nuts, plus all those antioxidants. Then there's better sleep quality, probably linked to that magnesium boost we talked about.
Okay.
Increased energy levels because your blood sugar's more stable. No more of those afternoon slumps.
I could use some of that.
Couldn't we all? And improved digestion, too. DAH is naturally high in fiber, usually around 30 grams a day, which is great for your gut health. It really is a holistic upgrade.
It sounds like it. And beyond the physical, the sources mention something called the social connection element. What's that about?
It's a lovely point, actually. Because DAH meals are designed to be flavorful and satisfying, not restrictive, they naturally lend themselves to being shared.
Ah, so it's not isolating?
Quite the opposite. Grandparents on DAH often become sort of the healthy eating role models in the family. They inspire kids, grandkids.
Yeah.
It creates this positive ripple effect across generations.
That's really nice to think about. Okay, so practically speaking, what does this actually look like on your plate? The sources mention a 7-day meal plan, right?
They do, and it's designed very strategically nutrient balance, flavor, making sure it doesn't feel like a diet, takes the guesswork out.
What's the general setup, like calories, sodium?
Typically, the DAH Success setup is around 1,800 to 2,000 calories a day, which worked well for most seniors. And sodium is kept well below 200-300 milligrams, often aiming for under 1,500.
And the food itself, give us a little taste.
Sure. So day one might have a dinner, like baked salmon. Tons of potassium there. Or day two could start with a spinach and mushroom egg scramble for that magnesium kick.
Sounds good.
They shared this great little story about Maria, 72 years old. She said day three's turmeric-spiced lentil curry was her turning point day.
Why's that?
She said it felt like eating at a fine restaurant, not following some medical diet plan. It really highlights how delicious this way of eating can be.
That's key, isn't it? If it doesn't taste good, you won't stick with it.
Exactly right. Sustainability is everything.
But let's be realistic. Life throws curveballs. What about dining out, family gatherings, those super busy weeks? Travel, even, people pushing food on you. How do the sources help navigate those real-world challenges?
Yeah, that's crucial. And they offer some really practical tools. For restaurants, there's the Restaurant Survival Guide.
Okay.
They tell the story of Robert, 68, who apparently panicked about going to his favorite steakhouse.
I can relate.
Right, the key is being proactive. Look at the menu online beforehand. Ask how things are prepared. Look for words like grilled, baked, broiled, steamed.
Instead of fried or creamy.
Exactly. Make smart swaps, steamed veggies instead of fries. Ask for dressing or sauce on the side. And use that plate method. Fill half with veggies, a quarter with lean protein, a quarter with whole grains.
So even at an Italian place.
Sure, maybe grilled fish with a simple marinara sauce, skip the heavy cream sauces, ask for whole wheat pasta if they have it. It's doable.
Okay, good tips. What about big family meals? Potlucks, holidays?
The family gathering navigation system, as they call it. Few smart moves. Eat a small DH-friendly snack before you go so you're not ravenous.
Good idea.
Offer to bring a healthy dish yourself? Hosts usually appreciate that. Focus more on chatting and connecting than hovering over the buffet.
Right, the social part.
Yeah. And when you fill your plate, load up on salads and veggies first, then lean protein, then take smaller portions of the richer stuff. And drink plenty water. Sometimes thirst feels like hunger.
Makes sense. And for those winks when everything hits the fan?
Ah yes, the busy week emergency plan. For those days, think quick 15-minute meals. Maybe Greek yogurt with berries and nuts. Or a low-sodium canned soup boosted with a bag of frozen mixed veggies.
Easy enough.
Dinner could be a store-bought rotisserie chicken. Just pull off the skin. Served with microwave frozen veggies and maybe some instant brown rice. The trick is stocking your kitchen smartly.
What kind of things should you keep on hand?
Things like frozen vegetables, the plain kind, no sauces, canned beans rinsed well, pre-washed salad greens, plain Greek yogurt, nuts and seeds, whole grain crackers or cereal. Stuff you can grab quickly.
Smart. And travel, that can be tough.
It can. The travel success strategy focuses on planning. Pack a small cooler with snacks if you're driving or staying in a hotel. Look for hotels with mini fridges or even kitchenettes.
Find a local grocery store.
Definitely. Research that ahead of time. If you're flying, you can often request special meals like heart-healthy or low sodium when you book. And again, hydration is key when traveling.
Okay, one more tricky one. Social pressure. You know, the food pushers. And Mildred insisting you must try her cake.
Ah, yes. This comes up a lot. The sources offer some polite, firm responses.
Like what?
Things like, oh, it looks wonderful, but I'm really quite satisfied right now. Or, thanks, but my doctor has me on a specific eating plan, and I'm feeling so much better.
Kind of takes the focus off their food and puts it on your health?
Exactly. Or even just, I'm discovering I actually feel better eating this way. The main point is, your well-being matters more than avoiding a moment of slight awkwardness.
Good reminder. And you don't have to do this all alone, right? Support networks.
Absolutely vital. Find a friend or partner to be a cooking buddy. Join an online DAH community. There are lots out there for sharing recipes, tips, encouragement.
Talk to your family.
Definitely. Explain your goals. Once they understand why you're doing it and see the benefits, they often become your biggest supporters.
All right, so we've covered the how and the what, including navigating challenges. Now let's talk about impact. How do you track progress? It's not just the scale, is it?
No, definitely not. The sources emphasize looking beyond the scale. It's about noticing those other victories.
Like what?
Like seeing your blood pressure readings consistently trend downwards. Noticing you have more energy during the day. Are you sleeping better? Is your thinking clearer? Maybe your mood is brighter.
Those subtle but significant changes.
Exactly. And they suggest maybe keeping a simple journal. Just jot down these non-scale victories. It can be incredibly motivating, especially on days when sticking to the plan feels harder.
That makes sense. The sources share another story here, right? Eleanor.
Yes, Eleanor's story is really inspiring. She's 84. After 3 years consistently following DAH principles, she went from needing 4 different blood pressure medications down to just 1.
Wow, 4 down to 1.
Yeah, her blood pressure was excellent, 128/78. And the best part, she'd just gotten back from a hiking trip in Colorado with her grandchildren.
At 84, that's incredible.
Isn't it? And she said something powerful. Dad said it didn't just change how I eat, it gave me my life back.
Goosebumps. That really captures the potential, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It shows the long-term payoff.
Which leads to this idea of the ripple effect, right? Your choices impacting others.
Exactly. When you commit to something like Dash and people see you feeling better, having more energy, doing more things, it's powerful.
It shows family and friends that getting older doesn't automatically mean decline.
Precisely. It demonstrates that 60, 70, 80, even 90 and beyond can still be vibrant, active years. You become a living example.
And the sources offer this really provocative thought to leave us with.
Yeah, it makes you stop and think. Your 90-year-old self is depending on you.
Oof, that hits home.
It does. It asks you to actually picture that future version of yourself. What do you want them to be capable of? Playing with great grandkids, traveling, staying mentally sharp.
And realizing that today's choices shape that future.
Exactly. The food you put on your plate this week, is actively building or undermining that future reality. DAH isn't presented as a punishment. It's framed as an investment in that vibrant, older self.
With the key being consistency and flexibility, not impossible perfection.
Absolutely. It's about the overall pattern, not beating yourself up over one meal.
So the core message seems pretty clear. This transformation can start right now with your very next meal.
Doesn't have to be a huge overhaul immediately.
Right. Maybe just try one thing. Like the sources suggest trying the day 1 overnight oats recipe, see how you feel afterwards, that steady energy, feeling satisfied.
That's DASH starting to work.
Yeah.
Just noticing those small positive changes.
Absolutely. And of course, while we've explored these sources in depth,
Always a good idea to talk to your doctor before making any big changes to your diet or health plan, especially if you have existing conditions or are on medications.
definitely. But it's also worth remembering what you said earlier. DAH isn't some weird radical thing.
No, fundamentally, it's a return to how humans ate for millennia, before ultra-processed foods became so dominant. It's based on whole, real foods.
So for everyone listening, we'd love to know, what part of this DAH approach are you excited to maybe try? Or what questions do you have about making it work for your life?
Yeah, what's one small step you could take today, maybe?
Because your health journey really matters. And that vibrant, energetic future you deserve. It's absolutely possible. It really can start with your next bite.